Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the Saturday morning, YouTube. It's your boy BG, and I'm exclusive here on YouTube, something I normally don't do, but a big reason to do it today. Man, you guys are killing it. That's right. Y'all have helped me reach 10,000 subs on YouTube, man. I am super pumped, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to do a 10K exclusive today just to tap in to show love to my YouTube subs. And that way you can know what to expect on my channel, because I know you see me go live. You see me post a video every now and then. You see a lot of shorts go up. Mainly we'll talk about that. But what to expect on my YouTube channel is the big thing today. And I want to say hello to all of my new subscribers and existing subscribers that are there. So if you see this, go past your timeline this morning, do me a favor, tap in and say good morning and let me know you were in the comments. Good morning, Hood Wukushi 81. What's good, bro? Congrats on the 10K. Hoodie in the building. Appreciate that, Hoodie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you feeling about these Cowboys tomorrow against these Philadelphia Eagles? Let me know as we get the discussion started. And then also let me know, how long have you been subbed here? And also, if you don't mind, let me know, what do you like most about my channel? Because I am looking for subscriber feedback today on the show or after the show. Well, you can tell me what will keep you coming back more often, or what do you like, or what do you don't like. So I may stop doing a particular thing. I want to make sure I am satisfying y'all, because really, you know, YouTube is like a third wheel for me. Hoodie, so if you can give me some of that feedback, Hoodie, I appreciate it. You're kicking it with me here this morning, top of the morning. It is the best part of waking up. It is 10:02 on the West Coast. It's medication and stimulation. I got my stimulation. I'm getting ready to roll up some medication. So if you got some, roll it up too. But let me know what works at the channel, what doesn't work at the channel. My backstory. This is my actual second YouTube channel. I'm a bad boy, y'all. I'm a bad boy. You had to learn the hard way. You know, when I first started out on YouTube, I said, man, people are really making money on YouTube. Let me test this out. And I wasn't much of a video creator at that point. I was using Canva, which is my main tool. So if you're out there creating videos on YouTube, if you're a creator on social media or on YouTube, you know, Canva is a platform I've used for 10 years. That is what I use to create my shorts here that I share on YouTube. That's actually, the shorts have actually helped me get to 10K subscribers. It's not been my live videos. It's not been any other videos like that, because I really don't spend a lot of time here. Why? Because like I said, this is the third wheel. This is my second channel. Why? My first channel, well, let's just say I proved the concept right. You can make money on it, but then I got some strikes, right? And you know, I couldn't log into that account anymore. So I had to do some self-reflection, say, hey, what did you do wrong here so we don't make the same mistake? So here we are back again on my second channel on the long grind, because I'm part of the reason why it's so damn hard to get monetized on this platform anyway. I remember when I first got monetized, I think all you needed was, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers and you could apply to get monetized, right? I don't think you needed the watch hours at that time or something. Maybe it might have been lower, but I got monetized very quickly. And now it's the long grind. So as the third wheel for YouTube, I do most of my dirt on Facebook and on Instagram, which, you know, I'm about 12 followers away from reaching 10K on Instagram. And so we'll do a 10K celebration over here. But this morning we're on YouTube. So say good morning to your boy. If you're in the comments, let me know what to expect here at the channel. It's straight shorts. I am a real short creator. Reels for Facebook, Instagram, shorts for YouTube. 1 vertical video on Canva, 3 different platforms. So if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram and you see the same video, you're like, damn, he posts the same shit on all 3 channels, pretty much. Because the goal is to get monetized here on YouTube, but this is the long game for me, because those 4,000 watch hours are hard to get. But I'm going to keep uploading. I'm going to keep creating. I like YouTube, and this is why I wanted to come over here today and say thank you for subscribing for one reason or another. You liked some content here, you subscribed, and as a result, the views are going up. We'll just take a look at the channel dashboard right quick. Shout out to all my YouTubers that are here. You know, all the people that hang out on YouTube. That's what I like to call the cool kids, right? That's where all the cool kids hang out. I really like YouTube, but I don't spend that much time here because really, like I said, I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram, spending a lot of time there. But let's take a look at the studio. So that way you can see once you hit 10K, subscribers, you will get an achievement level right here. So thank you. I hit this a couple of days ago, but I wanted to make sure I got over that good 10,000 because I know sometimes a lot of people might try to unsub when you put it out. Oh, I reached 10,000 subs. Let me go do a celebration video. And people are like, oh, let me go unsub right quick so that motherfucker ain't got 10K. But anyway, that's the things that go through my mind. But here's the channel dashboard. I appreciate y'all helping me get to 10K subs. I'll take any questions, comments, or concerns that you have today. As a result, I am free. It is medication and stimulation this morning. Like I said, I've got my stimulation. And if you got a little medication, it is time to roll up. What else to expect on my channel? Well, like I said, today at 4 p.m., I'm doing 2-a-days today. So again, today at 4 p.m., we'll be live with my panel on the Big Three. So shout out to my guy, Bob the Cannabis Cowboy, my girl, Kels with the Intels. So if you've watched any of our live shows here on the Big Three, we will have the Big Three pregame show today for the Eagles Cowboys game tomorrow. And then directly after the game tomorrow, we will be live again on all 3 platforms. Now, I'm using StreamYard. I know a lot of YouTube creators just use the dashboard on YouTube, and that's what you're familiar with. But I have also used StreamYard. It's my second favorite tool. Canva is my first tool. StreamYard is my second because I can stream to multiple locations when I do so. So logging into StreamYard, now I'm streaming strictly to YouTube. So I'm not too familiar with the YouTube dashboard because I haven't gone live that much on it. And like I say, I use StreamYard. So what to expect? You will get pregame and postgame shows for the rest of the year here live. So if you enjoy watching the Big Three, me, my girl Kels, and my guy Bob, then make sure if you see this today, you sub. We're 3 Cowboy fans out of the Built Different Group Network on Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook, you're familiar. But if not, if you're on Facebook, you can come over there and join our community. We want to invite you, if you're on Facebook, come join our group and also participate with what we got going on Facebook, because there is a lot of folks on Facebook. Just show you our group right here. We have a group of over 25,000 diehard Dallas Cowboy fans. It's my girl Kels. This is our show for this week, Eagles versus Cowboys, week 12. So we will be late. We will be live later today at 4 p.m. discussing the pregame show on the Cowboys Eagles. We'll share our 3 keys to a Cowboys dub. All my panel has the Cowboys winning this week. You know, we had our predictions for the season before we came in. I can just show you better than I can tell you, right? Let me get over here to Built Different Group. So if you're on Facebook, you want to come over and follow Built Different Group. This is where we do most of our dirt. This is where our shows are live streamed from also. Like I said, we're streamed live to Facebook, to LinkedIn, and on YouTube on the Big Three. Here it is right here. So if you're on Facebook, I'll take that link and place it in the comments if it'll let me. Let me try, because I think I might have a problem doing that last time. But appreciate you staying in the room with me, Hoodie. Thanks for tapping in this morning. There's that link right there to Facebook, Hoodie. So make sure you come over there and join us on Facebook. We got a poll that's going on currently in there right now, and we want everybody to participate. So back to YouTube, right? So that's Facebook. Now we're back on YouTube. So exclusively here for YouTube. So if you're a brand new sub and you're just tapping in, say hi, peek in. Or if you see this after the fact, I'm a big promoter of hashtag replay. I know everybody can't always tap in every time I go live because people have lives. You're busy. You got work. You got kids. You got bills. You got things going on. You're not sitting around waiting for me to go live so that way you can watch me. I understand. But you can use hashtag replay if you watch this after the fact. That lets me know you took the time to watch it. And also, you comment to let me know that I know you were there. So that's important. That's important to me. I want to start getting a little bit more acquainted with my subscribers over here now that I've reached 10K. Because like I said, YouTube is a long-term strategy for me. I'm monetized on 2 Facebook pages. I think I'm about to hit 10K on Instagram. And so once we get there, I'll be monetized. And like I said, monetization on YouTube is the long play here. So if you're watching this and you're on Instagram and you're on YouTube, do me a favor. Come over there and give me a follow on Instagram. Help me reach. I need 11 more subscribers right now on Instagram. I know y'all are like, man, this dude promoting Facebook, this dude promoting Instagram, this dude promoting everything but YouTube. Well, like I said, YouTube is the third wheel. And so when you have a strategy as a content creator, you got to stay disciplined. You got to be committed. Otherwise, you can be all over the place and not make any progress. And see, here are all the reels, same shorts that I share on YouTube. So shout out to everybody. Plus, there's some extra content. I was in Las Vegas this weekend. So if you want to see some Las Vegas content from the tailgate, you're more than welcome to come over there and give me a follow on Instagram. I need 11 more followers to get to 10K. Now, once I get to 10K, I believe I'll be able to monetize Instagram. So I'll start spending more time over there too as well. But again, we'll still be uploading shorts. I'll still be uploading shorts here on YouTube, and you'll get the live pregame and postgame shows and anything extra that we may throw in, or I may throw in. But yeah, I got time to kill this morning, man. So if you're just pulling up, throw a question up there. Let me know what's on your mind, baby. Hey, Hoodie, how long you been a sub here? Let me know. What made you sub? Let me know. This is important information. You know what I mean? People only sub the channels to content that they like, or content that they can learn from, or content they can glean information from, right? That's why I like to share those videos. Now, I see a lot of other content creators are starting to create these interviews too as well. They're like hot content, right? You know, a lot of reporters that go to these interviews with Dallas Cowboy players in locker rooms and after the games, you see a lot of posts come out on social media with a picture of the player and what they said. That usually gets a lot of traffic. But if you know, like I know, vertical video is king. As content creators, vertical video is king. Reels, shorts. Vertical video is king. And when I began uploading shorts here on YouTube, maybe a couple of years ago, I think it was around 2023. That's when the algorithm on YouTube was pushing and says, hey, upload your shorts. And that grew me from maybe a couple of thousand subscribers to like 6,000 to 8,000 subscribers. So I've been hanging around 8,000, 9,000 subscribers for like the last year. But this year, I recently started uploading more shorts again, getting a little bit more traffic. So I think many of you have landed here on my subscriptions as a result of the shorts you've watched. But a little bit about me. Who is BG? Well, I've been on social media since I retired in 2016 from the Navy. I was in the military for 23 years. And as soon as I got out of the Navy, I hopped my ass on social media, started popping my shit about my Cowboys back in 2016. That's when I retired. And y'all remember 2016, what happened, right? Remember when Dak and Zeke entered the chat as rookies? Well, I happened to go down to the San Francisco game when Colin Kaepernick was still playing for the Niners at that time. Remember when he was doing that kneeling and all of that? That's what the Cowboys won and actually started their 11-game win streak, I think it was that season. I think we went on to be 13-3. We got beat in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, it was a great year. And now, since then, every year I like to get out to at least 3 cities or 3 games. And this year I've already done that. But I got my 4th coming up in December. And I'll share that with you here in just a little bit. So, but if you want to know all of the details about all of the games and all of the things that I go to and things like that, I'll place my Patreon in the comments, because on my Patreon, that is where I share all of where I am, what I'm doing, who I'm with. All of the videos that you see here will be plugged in there. So my Patreon is the hub if you'd like to know more about what I got going on and how you can connect more and support my content. Because like I said, I'm not monetized here on YouTube, and money is not the reason why I'm here. I'm here because I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I am a content creator. There was many years I did content for free, like I am now currently on YouTube, on Facebook. And then once Facebook monetization opened up to digital creators where people could switch their profiles to professional mode and begin to earn compensation like stars and subscriptions and ads and things like that. Well, I began spending most of my time there because it only makes sense, right? You want to, as a content creator, you want to go back to the well where you're getting most of your oil from. You don't want to continue to try to pump around in other wells. You're not going to get any oil, right? Big Jerry, just like my mentor, Jerry Jones, master businessman. You know, a lot of people hate Jerry Jones, but I love him to death because of his business acumen. And that's what we're trying to do here on YouTube, is the long game. But today I wanted to tap in and just say thank you. And let's have a victory smoke this morning as a result, because 10,000 subscribers is nothing to sneeze at, y'all. You know, I've been watching this in Instagram the last week, wondering which one might hit first. But you guys continually come back and watch the content over here. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you. Because when you watch any of my content, like the reels or the shorts or any video like that, not only is it helping my watch hours or my watch hours increase, but it also lets me know you like the content. So if you like, share, and comment and come back, that lets me know you're a repeat. So I check those analytics. I've been checking those analytics a little bit more, but I'm trying to get familiar with y'all. He says, my channel is the Basement Boys Sports Podcast. I'm going to check you out, big dog. Put the link in the comments, baby. I'm going to come over there and check you out. I appreciate you checking me out here today. Make sure you share this hoodie if you can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I didn't expect a lot of people to come on here this morning. I didn't expect to get a big crowd. I know I have not put in the time and the work here in terms of, you know, the live videos and interaction, engagement and things like that. But I believe that's going to increase, especially going in to 2026, because once I lock out Instagram at 10K and get that going, YouTube will be my primary next focus. Like I said, YouTube is part of my big three. He said, but big three, ain't that some basketball shit? BG, what you talking about? Yeah. Big three social media platforms. And with that being said, if you're a video content creator, if you're a creator on YouTube, I know everybody loves free. I know I do. Every Saturday, I'm dropping free game on my YouTube, on my Patreon. Let me just pull it up here for y'all right quick. I'll show you what I just dropped today at 8 a.m. this morning. Every Saturday morning at 8 a.m., I'm dropping free game for social media content creators. This week, I'm talking about memes. Like, why you always crying? Yeah, y'all remember the Jordan meme, the why you always lying meme? Like, memes run social media. And as a content creator, it's important to understand that, but also to understand where did the term meme come? Who invented the word meme? And everybody knows NFL memes, right? Because they have made a killing basically making fun of Cowboy fans by sharing Cowboy memes, right? But if you didn't know, Richard Dawkins is the guy that created the word meme. I know a lot of y'all saying, that ain't how you spell meme, man. It's fucking spelled wrong. No, that's how you pronounce it. Meme. It's not a meme. It's a meme. But every Saturday, I drop knowledge over there on my Patreon. So I'm going to drop this link in the comments below. You can join it, download the Patreon app for free. You can get into my collection, Creator Hub, for free. Everything there is free because I know everybody loves free. So if you're a content creator on social media that's monetized in any way, you understand the importance of memes and their currency. Yeah. Currency like likes, comments, and shares on social media is what I call social currency. That's gold. But that link is down there in the comments below for you and your viewing pleasure later. But how are we feeling about the Eagles? Look, man, I got the Cowboys beating the Eagles 33-28 tomorrow. That's my prediction. I think Brandon Aubrey is going to be a close one. I think Brandon Aubrey might kick a 70-yard field goal to win it. A lot of Cowboy fans have written the Cowboys off. Now, I know we just beat the lowly 2-7 record, 2-7 Raiders. And I know we can't beat teams that got good records. But once we beat Philadelphia, I think all that changes tomorrow. You let me know in the comments down there below. Hoodie, how you feeling? Let me know your prediction on the game. Like I said, I got the Cowboys winning 30-28. It's going to be a close one. Cowboys are good for 40 at home. Cowboys like top third, one of the top 3 scoring offenses in the league right now. Can that defense of Philadelphia prevent them? Because last game we lost 24-20, and there was a couple of turnovers that might have been the difference in us winning that game in Philadelphia. And by the way, I had the Eagles beating us that game on my predictions. Like I said, when I came in the season, I had the Cowboys finishing 10-7. Las Vegas didn't have the Cowboys winning over 9 games and missing the playoffs. Well, if the Cowboys lose tomorrow, well, all of that most likely might come true. So the Cowboys back against the wall right now, and they understand it's win or go home, essentially, right? It's win or go home for us too. I don't like it because winning is good for business. Shout out to all my content creators. You know what I'm saying? Winning is good for business. Cowboy fans are checking for Cowboy content on social media. They're talking shit to haters. They're representing their team. They're posting more. But when Cowboys lose, you've also heard me say this. When the America's team loses, the rest of the world wins, right? When America's team loses, the rest of the world wins. Just like NFL memes. How do you think NFL memes became so wildly popular? Because they talk shit about Cowboy fans, and everybody loves memes about Cowboy fans who aren't Cowboy fans. But here we are on YouTube talking about YouTube this morning. So free game every Saturday. Hit that link down there. Download the Patreon app. I'd love to see y'all over there. Next week, I'll be dropping the importance of watermarks, logos, and why you need to brand your content, because there are a lot of thieves out here. People will steal your content, remove your logo, and make it like it's theirs. Those are lazy creators. I was once there too. I mean, I wasn't stealing people's shit and putting my logo on top of it, but I understand maybe borrowing a meme or something and sharing it. But I always love to give credit, because as a content creator, I don't want somebody to take my credit. And so next Saturday, I'll be dropping an article on logos and watermarks. So make sure y'all come over there and join me on Patreon. But back to YouTube. Where my subs at, baby? Thank you for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But getting back to my Patreon, as you see, I have several collections here. Also, I have a competition every month that I'm working on. It's called the Patreon Pick Pool. So if you believe in, making your little NFL picks each week, I've had a group of people competing. I've got pick sheets each week. We've been making our picks. Currently, I'm at 62% on the year, 62% win rate on my picks. So with that being said, if you want to get in my Raise the Bar membership competition, you can compete for a chance to win a trip to Anchorage, Alaska next July. Now, for the last 2 years, I've gone fishing with the coldest Cowboy fan I know in Alaska named RC. He was out there in Las Vegas. Shout out to my guy, RC. I can just show you who he is better than I can tell you, right? Shout out to my State Board of Governors membership for $11 a month. If you want to know where I'm going to be, who I'm going to be doing it with, and what, when, and where, as you see, I've been publishing this on my State Board of Governors for those members there, where I'll be going, what my timeline I'll be looking at. I was at the home opener for the Giants. I went to Denver. I went to the pep rally there. I did not attend the game. And I went to Vegas and attended the pep rally and the tailgate there. And here is the picture of the tailgate. This is my guy, RC, up in Alaska. This is his son, Roquise, currently in the Air Force station out there in Las Vegas. Shout out to all them Air Force veterans. But this was at the tailgate with One Star, One Family this weekend in Las Vegas. And here's my guy, RC. So getting back to that competition, you want to go fishing with the coldest Cowboy fan? I know my guy, RC in Alaska. We're going to take about 14 people on another deep sea fishing excursion. And if you compete in my Patreon Raise the Bar membership competition, this gives you a chance to win that spot to go up there. So we've got a lot of people competing for that right now. And I will tell you, getting into the game late this season, you still have an opportunity, but the odds are clearly stacked against you. But he says, you going to the Giants or Washington game? Neither. Right now, I'm looking at, I've got the Vikings circled for week 15. So I've got some things bubbling up with my guy George Gomez out there in San Antonio. Shout out to all of them Dallas Cowboy fans in San Antonio. It's going to be a bus full of 50 fans coming up from San Antonio for the Vikings game. I'm looking at riding that bus up full of 50 fans. So there will be some content here that I will share. But no, not going to the Giants or the Washington game, because especially if we don't beat the Eagles. Hell, I ain't going to no games. We don't beat the Eagles. I ain't going to no other than the Vikings game. We lose to the Eagles, I'll still be at the Vikings game. But outside of that, Cowboys got to win, baby. Cowboys are going to have to win. And they might be able to do that, because what is everybody going to say should the Cowboys upset Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow? Well, a couple things. For one, the division, the NFC East won't be a lock for the Eagles. Remember, because we split that first game with them beginning of the season. And we still beat New York, and we still beat Washington. So we beat Philly again tomorrow, and we close out the season against Washington and New York. I think depending on the way the rest of the NFC shakes out, the Cowboys could possibly lock in a playoff spot. Now, they got to win out. Understand that. They got to win out, and we need a whole lot of other teams to do a whole lot of other shit. This is the part of the season that I really hate, when the Cowboys can't be in the driver's seat to take care of business, so we don't have to depend on other teams to make the fucking playoffs. But we can't put the cart before the horse. We got Philadelphia up Sunday. Cowboys got to handle business at home, where currently I believe Dak Prescott is 6-1 against the Eagles at AT&T Stadium. I like those odds. But top of the morning, if you're just joining me, it's your boy B Jizzle. It's Medication and Stimulation. I am live exclusively on YouTube this morning, simply to say thank you for being one of the 10,000 subscribers on my channel, baby. It's up here. You know, what do you expect here at the channel? Shorts and live video. About the best I could explain it. Shorts of players' interviews. I'm starting to expand into other teams. I've shared a couple of interviews here with Jalen and also AJ Brown. So I'm thinking about branching out into the NFC East, doing New York, Washington, and Philadelphia Eagles interviews, player interviews, and maybe eventually even expand into the entire NFL. So, like I said, there's memes, and now there's video memes. It's just the person talking, because, like I said, reporters are normally in these spaces with these players. They get photos, and then they snap, you know, and share what the player had said. And then once those videos come out, we just clip them out. So appreciate the Dallas Cowboys media squad. Dallas Cowboys interviews in locker rooms with players is bar none. It's above everybody else. Some of these player interviews I'm seeing in other locker rooms, it looks like fans interviewing players. No professional video production, sound, clarity, or any of that. But shout out to Derek Eagleton, the vice president, I think, of media marketing there. Player, one of those, no, not Will McClay, but Derek Eagleton, for all my media types who knows who Derek is. What up, Derek? I see you out there, baby. I seen you at the podcast when I was doing a tour of the Star over there. Got Vach Lombardi on there. Y'all got Brian Broaddus back on there. I see y'all over there doing work. Shout out to my guy Vach. He spoke to me. Shout out to my guy Brian. He spoke to me as they were walking in during the home opener when I was there touring the Star again, and they were walking into work. But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys do a great job on the media. If you wonder why the Dallas Cowboys are worth $11 billion and the most lucrative sports franchise in the world, is because the CEO, Charlotte Jones, CEO of marketing and branding, right? Charlotte Jones, daughter of Jerry Jones, with Derek Eagleton and that media team, they do a great job with the Dallas Cowboys. So let's see who else is tapping in. My guy says, does this channel support the LGBT community, please? Man, look, I support humans. How about that? Let's take away color. Let's take away preference. How about we just say humans? If you got 2 eyes and 2 motherfucking ears and a mouth, then yeah, I support you. Does that answer your question? Bartholomew Hoodie says, I live in Jersey, so I'll be going to both of those games. That's what's up, baby. That's what's up. I know you're not asking me, Hoodie, or you're a Cowboys fan. I know you must be asking Bartholomew, huh? That's cool. Appreciate you getting at him in the comments down there this morning. But yeah, I support humans, baby, especially content creators. So, you know, there's a lot of shit eater fans. There's a lot of Eagle fans that have subbed to this channel too, because I've seen y'all comment and I know y'all are subbed. I can tell. But I want to welcome you here this morning too, because I don't hang out on nobody's fucking pages other than Cowboys. You won't catch me on Eagles YouTube channels, in the comments talking shit on content creators of the Eagles. You won't. I ain't got time for that shit. I got to deal with my own. Because Cowboy fans know we got to deal with our own. We got our own family members that are bad enough. We got our own dirty laundry we got to clean before we start taking it to haters. So if you're here and you're not a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, I want to welcome you. You might be a closet fan. There's a lot of closet fans on social media of the Dallas Cowboys. They like to live in Dallas Cowboy comments. They like to wear other teams' uniforms, but participate on Dallas Cowboy content creators' platforms. But anyway, yeah, we're on YouTube, baby. And I know there's a lot of cool kids on YouTube. Now, look, I'm for the old heads. That's why I'm mainly on Facebook. You see, one thing as a content creator you have to understand is you need to know your market. You need to do your due diligence. You need to do your market research. You got to know that the reason why the Dallas Cowboys have the most followed Facebook page is because when Facebook came online, all of the old heads who were early adopters to social media gravitated to Facebook and started following the Dallas Cowboys. That's why we got over 8 million followers on Facebook. I could just show you better than I can tell you. You know, I did a case study on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube on the NFL and all 32 teams. Did you know that there's one Facebook page that don't even have 1 million followers in the NFL? Can you guess which team that might be? Yeah, 32 NFL teams on Facebook, and one of them has less than 1 million followers. But you see right here, Dallas Cowboys, 8.1 million followers. Most followers on Facebook. Now, I will tell you that the Dallas Cowboys don't have the most subscribers on YouTube, surprisingly. No, I did some research here recently. YouTube, Dallas Cowboys barely got 400 and some thousand subscribers, right? Almost 500,000 subscribers. Where's some notes at? Yeah, 487,000 subscribers. Most followed YouTube channel in the NFL right now is Kansas City Chiefs with over 1 million subscribers. How is that a little bitty old team in Kansas City in that small market got that many subscribers? It's called the Taylor Swift effect. But yep, Dallas Cowboys are not even the most followed YouTube or subscribed YouTube. So, you know, I shared all of this, like I said, in my free game creator hub. And I'll plug that one more time as I just show you the YouTube numbers right quick. I'll pull up that YouTube article and I'll share that link down in the comments below for all my YouTube creators that are here. The state of YouTube 2025, baby. This is the only place you're going to get this information. I did research on the internet, could not find the top 10 most followed or sub channels or anything like that. There's no listicles available like that. So all my creators who are familiar with the term listicle know what I'm talking about. But here it is. Least and most subs. Tennessee Titans, 82,000 subs. This is YouTube now. 1.32 million for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a fact, Hood. That's a fact. Glad you're paying attention. We do have the most content creators. because we got the most fans. It just kind of works that way. But here's by division, each team and their sub count. Now, they've all grown since then, but this was published on November 1st. So back on November 1st, I published this. So granted, you see, at this time, I didn't even have 10,000 subscribers. So shout out to everybody here today. Help me reach 10,000 subscribers. Here you go. Did you know the NFL has 25 million YouTube subscribers? That's combined. This is between the NFL channel, AFC, and the NFC. Combined, that's 25 million. And you wonder why the NFL did a deal with YouTube. Well, a lot of people have been paying attention because I don't have that YouTube TV shit. But I know a lot of people were upset recently with Disney, ESPN, and whatever was going on with YouTube and the YouTube football promotion they got, right? But if you're on YouTube, just take a quick look at this. The term creator was coined by YouTube in 2011 to be used instead of YouTube star. How many of you like to be called a YouTube star versus a YouTuber? I like YouTuber better. An expression that at the time could only apply to famous individuals on the platform. The term has since become omnipresent. That means it's everywhere. And is used to describe anyone creating any form of online content. Yeah, Creator Hub right here. Join my free Creator Hub on Patreon. I'm going to take this link down there below. Download the Patreon app. It's free. You can join my community for free every Saturday. I'm sharing information and research that I do on these platforms. Why is this important to know? It's called your due diligence. You know, something I didn't do on my first YouTube channel. I just got on there and started uploading, you know, copywritten content by other people and, you know, was earning coins as a result. That's not right. You shouldn't be able to do that. It's not my content. That's why I got strikes and got taken down. Here I am again trying to build my channel back up, but that's cool. You know, you make a mistake, you learn from it, right? Only a fool will make the same mistake twice. You still see people that are uploading everybody else's videos. That's because that is a stage you go through as a creator. Before you start creating your own content, you start sharing everybody else's memes, then you start sharing everybody else's videos before you start creating your own memes and creating your own video. Then that's when you carve your voice out on a platform. And like I said, I've been on Facebook for the last 10 years. For about 6, 7 years, unmonetized, doing the same thing. So if you're monetized on Facebook and you're watching this today, make sure you subscribe and or you hit the link in the comment to make sure and come and join my Facebook community. Let's co-mingle here because I'm looking for the creators. You want to learn. I'm still in the learning process too. I'm just gradually sharing what I've known. The tools that I use like Canva and StreamYard, those things, trying to help other creators because I know when I began, there was nobody there for me to really look to follow for a trail to blaze. That was a cowboy thing. Now, people like Neil Patel, some of y'all may have never heard of him, but Neil Patel, for all my creative types, entrepreneurs, tech folks in the tech space know who Neil Patel is. I learned a great deal from following Neil Patel's content. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk. How many of you have heard of Gary V? Co-owner, part owner now of the New York Jets, I believe. Gary Vayner, Vayner Media. For years, I have followed Gary Vayner and picked up a lot of free game from his content. Now I'm just doing the same thing. And at the same time, covering my boys. But as a content creator first, or as a Cowboy fan first, content creator second, I want to thank everybody here today for subbing to the channel, baby, because without y'all, the views don't happen and the monetization won't happen. But more importantly, I want to know, what do you like about what you've seen as a subscriber here? Leave me a comment if you're tapping in right now as a subscriber. One thing you like or don't like, I don't care. You can tell me your channel sucks and I just want to see you fail. Let me know that shit in the comments. You know, I love my haters too. You know, because if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. And haters make the world go round. So if you're a fan or whatever, leave me a comment down below. What do you like about the content here or dislike about the content to help me improve the content? Yeah, it's so I don't care about your sexual orientation. I didn't either. That's why I said humans. Because humans invented all that other shit. All them acronyms and all them subdivisions. You know, I did 23 years in the military. I'm retired military. I'm very familiar. But when he says, I love the fact you're willing to help other creators like myself get better. I only have a little over 100 subs. That's cool, man. It's a continual grind. You got to stay disciplined. You got to be consistent. And that's why every Saturday I'm showing up for you. And I'm showing up for me because it helps me to be able to work on my writing skills and content skills. And it keeps fresh content that you can get for free on my Patreon. So if you're not familiar with Patreon, Patreon is a platform for creators. So if you're not monetized on YouTube, you can start a Patreon and you can begin monetizing your content on Patreon before you start getting monetized on YouTube. Because like I said, I think I'm at like, I'm still under 1,000 watch hours. I had about like 3,000 and some change watch hours, but I'm in no hurry because I understand my lane now. And as a short creator, if you like shorts with player interviews, that is the focus here on my channel. All of the lives, like I say, are byproducts of StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard. That's what I'm currently on today. You use StreamYard. It's like Restream, all these other platforms that are out there. I've just been on StreamYard for over a decade. I like the platform. I see a lot of other people use StreamYard. And now they've just introduced the fact that if you stream with me and you're a creator, now you can add your channel and get the stream credit too as well. And I think that's really great. Because before you could just send an invite, somebody could join you. Then they would have to share that video on my platform to theirs for their audience to see it. But now on StreamYard, if you wanted to join me on my show, Hoodie, maybe I'll go over there and check out what you got going on. Maybe you can come over here for showing me some love. Maybe we can do some YouTube collabs, help get your subs up a little bit, talk about them boys. Then once I send you the link, you can run it to your channel and get the views too as well, because everybody knows the views are what matter on YouTube. And that's one thing about me is I will never stop being a Cowboy fan, and I ain't never gonna stop talking my shit about the Cowboys. So therefore, I'm always gonna be creating content until it's 6 feet under. So if you like that, subscribe here today, especially as a creator. Even if you're not a Cowboys fan, you can read through the Cowboy shenanigans and still get you some free game every Saturday. That link is in the comments below. Download the Patreon app. But he says, I try to make the time, but I'm still not familiar with the ins and outs of getting my channel with backdrops and all that. Like, it's a work in progress, baby. Just keep doing it. That's the important thing. You learn as you go. There's never a perfect time, and the perfect time is never going to happen for you to say, all right, today I'm going to do it. It's the perfect. No, just start. I am still growing as a creator. 10 years in. Algorithms change. Platforms change. Policies change. Terms of services change. Got to stay up on your game, baby. But this is the 10-gauge celebration show exclusively on YouTube this morning. So make sure if you see this after the fact, you use hashtag replay, man. I got up this morning. I got my coffee as always. It's always about medication and stimulation. I'm located up here in Tacoma, Washington. So shout out to Bigfoot Java. That is my place to get my Java every morning, you know, because it's got the B and the G in it. But Bigfoot Java for BG, the mythical mocha, that's what I like. Like my medication and my stimulation first thing in the morning as a creator. That's what I get up and get checked into the lab and get to work. Because when you're a content creator and you treat this shit like a business and you're serious about it, you have a strategy, you have a plan, you're executing, you're disciplined, that's when you're going to start to see results. Hoodie. So stay after it, baby. And send me your link and I'll go over there and I'll check out your channel. And maybe we could collab one time. Because I appreciate you showing up over here today during the show and showing some love. Because I don't go live over here exclusively on YouTube. And I know on StreamYard, the views may get shaded a little bit because it's a third-party platform. Streaming to it, it's not straight out of the YouTube dashboard. You know, there are those challenges as well. So if you really liked anything that you heard here today, make sure and press like on the video. Social currency matters. Social currency is what I like to call likes, comments, and shares. Likes, comments, and shares. That's social currency. So if you see this video today and you like something that you've seen, make sure and like the video and leave me a comment, especially if you watch this after the fact, because we'll start doing these a little bit more. That way we can build us up a little bit of a loyal listener audience. So thank you, Hoodie, for becoming one of the first loyal live folks here today. He said, I'll put the link in the chat. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hoodie. Thank you very much. But we've been live here about 45 minutes. So I want to go ahead and wrap it up because I'll be live again here today and also on Facebook and LinkedIn. Remember, I'm on StreamYard, so we're streaming to multiple platforms at 4 p.m. on the West Coast. The Big Three, me, my co-host Bob, and my co-host Kales will be sharing our 3 keys to a victory for the Cowboys tomorrow over the Eagles because we need this win bad. We need it bad to keep our season alive because if we take an L tomorrow, y'all, it's going to be a long holiday season. So just like the boys understood the assignment in Las Vegas, I'm hoping the boys understand the assignment. I know Dak does at 6-1 against the Eagles at home. The Cowboys are pretty tough to beat at home. And when the Cowboys' backs are against the wall, I'm hoping to hear the crowd loud and proud tomorrow at AT&T Stadium and cheer them boys on to a division game victory to keep our season alive. And I want to thank y'all for keeping my content alive here today, for becoming one of the first 10,000 subscribers and tapping in on the content. I'm your boy, BG the Cowboys Unifier. I'll see y'all on the next YouTube exclusive here on the channel. Y'all have a great Saturday.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.